This episode will technically be the final fixing coordinates episode, the end of the series. However, that's really just semantics because I'm going to be continuing to take your submissions and helping you style Lolita just in a little bit of a different format. Instead of fixing your original coordinate, I am going to be offering more ways to style your pieces based off of your previous coordinate, and that's kind of what this series has become anyways. I'm just making it more official. I know that there are some people who were really sad to hear this and were worried that they were going to lose that constructive criticism and that people genuinely do want constructive criticism from me. And I want to say that that's still there. It's just a difference of like if you submit a cord and you say I want concrete on this blouse, like I want to wear this coordinate again but with a different blouse, I'm gonna say sure, like wear it this way, but not fix, not necessarily like put down the first chord. Does that make sense? It's basically just the difference between wearing that coordinate again in a different way than saying that original coordinate was wrong or implying that, because I don't really want to do that. There's a whole bunch of other reasons of why I'm kind of changing this series, and it's all in this episode, and also I will put it in the description and a tag comment. For my future series, I am also going to be taking submissions from fixing coordinates. I'm going to be searching my email for these keywords, so feel free to continue submitting and don't feel bad if I haven't gotten to your coordinate in this series. Today I really wanted to try to get to most of my submissions, and about 30 emails deep, I realized that that wasn't gonna happen because there's so many submissions. Thank you so much for sending me your coordinates and trusting me with your fashion and wanting to hear my silly advice. I'm so appreciative, and I will continue to explore those submissions in my future episodes, but of the new series. I normally take just a few submissions each episode and try to like really go through them, but today I'm trying something a little bit different, and that is I'm gonna do a speed round so that I can try to get to more coordinates and kind of go off of what my instincts tell me, and I thought that it would be kind of fun. But first I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Native. I don't know about you, but the summer heat and humidity has hit hard in Canada. That's why I'm incredibly thankful to have Native. Native deodorants glide on very smoothly and dry very quickly. Their scents last all day, but if you want to reapply just to feel refreshed later on in the day, I have found that they don't cause any buildup or debris. Native deodorants are vegan and cruelty-free with recognizable ingredients like shea butter and coconut oil. I've been using Native deodorants for a year now since my first sponsorship with them, and I am still so happy with their products. You can get 33% off a set of 3 deodorants and 20% off any body wash or toothpaste using my code lovelylor3. Native deodorants are aluminum, paraben, and sulfate free. Lavender Rose has become one of my favorite staple scents. Coconut and vanilla I have really been enjoying for light summer vibes, and eucalyptus mint makes me feel refreshed. I am so grateful to Native for continuing to support my Lolita fashion content. Their support helps me bring more videos to all of you. So Ash is looking for OG advice and just general advice, and they are currently waiting on Lolita pieces in the mail. Ash, this coordinate looks really cool in the top half. It looks really elegant, really OTT, very extravagant. However, the shorts I feel like are kind of sticking out to me just because of their kind of simpleness to them. I feel like if you took these shorts and maybe replicated some lace from your blouse on the bottom of them to just sort of make them look less like plain shorts, it could make this look more cohesive. I think if you want to do this in a non-OG way, you could introduce this bodyline skirt to it, and I think that it would be an absolutely beautiful Lolita coordinate. I don't know what shoes you are wearing with this, but if they're kind of like more simple boots, it might tie in these shorts better. The shorts are just the area that's kind of throwing me off. I genuinely really like this headpiece with OG. It's very different than what I've seen. It kind of brings in this extra extravagant element to it, and I really like the color coordination. I don't know what else to say. I'm very interested to see how you style main pieces. I think that also just some different, more OG traditional shorts might look better with this. Wow, a minute's actually a long time. I didn't set the timer! Wow, okay, we'll just say that was a minute. I chose the sound and I didn't actually hit start. Barbara wants advice for tights, but really likes the colors that she chose in this coordinate. She likes the blue shirt a lot, but is having a hard time looking for other pieces and might want a different blue shirt. She is very, very new. She doesn't have a full coordinate yet. She is planning to buy a petticoat, so she doesn't need that as advice. She likes wearing her natural hair. She used waist ties in her hair as bows, which I think is really creative. Okay, I really like the colors with this. It reminds me of LiveJournal Meta fans, kind of like janitors. I've noticed that Metamorphose fans kind of style in this like crafty, fun, nostalgic way that reminds me of blogs from the 2010s era. I think that this would look really cute with a boater hat, and the blouse, I like the colors with this, but the structure of it is kind of confusing me a little bit. I'm not sure why exactly, but my friend actually sent me this blouse that's available at Target, and I think that it would be perfect for this, and it reads a little bit more Lolita. It has the collars and the puff sleeves, and it also comes in different colors if any of you are interested in that. I don't know what's in this print. I think that cards would make a really cool accessory, because I think that there's cards in this print, like fan it out and have it be a headpiece. I think that would be fun to experiment with more hairstyles, maybe space buns, and have little accessories from within the print around your space buns. You're interested in food jewelry and mentioned BB&B, but there's also Q-Pot, which I know is a little bit expensive. You can sometimes get it secondhand in other places like Closet Child, Lace Market. I also recommend there's a bunch of indie artists that make food jewelry, and I think that you could also make some sort of food headpiece accessory. And I think Carly wants advice for different hairstyles and socks, has been interested in Lolita for a long time, but just started wearing Lolita this year. Carly, why did you submit this to Fixing Coordinates? This is a perfectly beautiful cord. I love it. I am so impressed that your hair even like matches the tones in the print. Good work on that. I love your shoes. Hairstyles, there's too many to name. I'm just gonna put a bunch on screen. I think it's great if you look through Lolita history, their gallery, they have a bunch of tutorials from old GLBs. It'd be really fun to follow. I'm not sure how long your hair is. It looks like it's braided up behind the beret. Kind of difficult to tell. I think that like, yeah, I'm just gonna put some here. And socks. I think that there's some different patterned socks that could look cool with this, but you've got to be careful because your blouse has those lines in it, so you don't want to have it conflicting with those. So if you wear like a more solid blouse, you could switch it out for some tights that have some textures or prints in them. I will just show a few right here. And that was perfectly 1 minute.
At cmurphworks
Wants advice for how to be more Lolita. She can sew and she's interested in historical fashion. Her coordinate is based more on 1880s rather than the 1770s or 1860s. All right. I don't necessarily think that this needs to be adjusted to be more Lolita, and a lot of the things that I was concerned with switching out, I think that it would change the historical dates. Like I was gonna suggest some different blouses, but all of the blouses I was thinking might clash with the skirt because they're from different time periods. I think that you could take, it would be a lot of work, but you could take this skirt or make another one that has the same type of features, but just more of this type of shape, because I feel like in Lolita, the silhouette is what makes things read the most Lolita. So just using the same sort of bustling, I just spit, bustling, but in that kind of more cupcakey shape would make it read more Lolita. But obviously I don't want to tell you to remake your whole skirt. I think that also at most meetups, people are okay with like elegant fashion or historical fashion alongside Lolita. So obviously if you go to any meets and want to wear this, I would message the organizers ahead of time and just explain. If you look through... Okay, Cassidy wants advice for hairstyle, accessories, more general advice. She can sew and make clothing pieces. All right, the other coordinate looks fine. I don't know what else to say about it, so I'm just gonna go with this because it looks like there could be some areas that you could switch some things around. I would love to see your hair curled. I think that the colors are really cute with this, and I would love to see more strawberry accessories because this is such a beautiful strawberry print. There is a specific listing on AliExpress, which I can't really confirm the credibility of it, but it is a really cute wicker strawberry hat that I've been meaning to get myself, honestly, and just a bunch of different strawberry accessories. So I'm gonna just like put them all over the place. I feel like everyone's hair advice, I'm just gonna say curl your hair, it's fun. There's even ways to do it without using heat tools that would be adorable. I'm not sure if you have bangs and they're pushed to the side or side bangs, but you could have fun like making them tight curls and giving yourself sort of faux tight curly bangs. I think 2 low buns would be really cute. Danielle is interested in steampunk and Lolita and wants advice for necklines/sleeves and how to make this outfit more Lolita. I know that you mentioned that this dress was not technically a Lolita dress, but the look of the silhouette from the stock photo is pretty close to Lolita silhouettes, I think. I just think that it needs the right shape of petticoat, and I think one of the reasons why this is not reading so much Lolita is just because your corset is quite long, which I think looks great for steampunk, but if you wanted to make it look more specifically Lolita, you could wear just a waist belt corset cincher or like a underbust corset that's smaller so that it allows the petticoat more room up here higher on your waist to poof out, and I think immediately as soon as you do that it will look more Lolita. I'm definitely not experienced enough in steampunk Lolita to give you proper advice, but that is my advice just on how to kind of tailor it to be a little bit more Lolita. I think if you lost the waist belt and or corset that actually scared me. If you lost this area stuff and just wore the dress with this bustle and then had a bolero over it, it would probably read a little bit more Lolita as well. Fearless Love wants advice looking for other colors to coordinate into this JSK hairstyle advice. Notes she struggles with matching this specific shade of purple. The peplum over piece is from AP's Aquarium Carnival and is not from Dramatic Rose, so it's not attached to the dress. It can be removed. I don't know what to say with this one because this is exactly how I would coordinate it, and I'm really impressed that you found shoes that go with this. I think you could try possibly mint and take the overlay off of it and have, because I think that with the overlay, since it's the same color as the blouse, if you mixed a mint blouse in, it would flow a little bit better. And I know mint is also a challenging color to cord because I was thinking you could replace all of the white aspects with like mint touches. I'm also thinking of this particular headpiece to kind of go in a sort of more classic sweet way. Even the rose tights are so good. I don't know if I would even do like all other mint pieces, but just mix a little bit of mint in there. The only other thing that the only other thing I can think of is to mix in silvers and golds because I feel like they are sort of a neutralish color that you can mix in with anything. Kyerra wants advice for legwear, hairstyle, accessories, shoes. Notes is that she is very new, was hesitant to submit, has limited number of pieces, and is interested in clown and circus themes. I think that this existing coordinate would look great with a bonnet. I think it would look so cute and just add some interesting space up here, and you could kind of hang some more circusy elements from within it. I know you mentioned that you switched these tights out already, but I'm honestly not upset with these tights. I think that they're great. I know you mentioned this jester hat, which is a totally different color scheme, but you want to mix it into a more circusy way. And I would just say avoid wearing like other black pieces and then this hat, I would try to mix in other elements of yellow and this bright red in other parts of your coordinate and maybe do really bright clown makeup. Definitely check out Milk Circus because she is really good at mixing in different colors and textures and patterns together in a clowny way that still looks really cohesive. That's a skill that I don't have and I don't know how to advise on because it's just phenomenal and I don't know how she does it. I would love to see your hair in... No! I want to finish this thought. I'm gonna keep going. I would love to see your hair in... you have it in braids here, but I'd love to see it in like balls with like little elastic bands, just like ball. And with that hairstyle, like a ball braid, I guess, pigtails, or with braided pigtails, and you want to do a clowny thing, you could take thin wire, kind of like a headband, over your head, put it through your hair, either your braids or your hair balls, and just bend it to be like wavy. I absolutely love this hairstyle and I've been wanting to do it for so long, but all the craft stores in Canada have been closed and I haven't been able to buy wire for it. Alright, Leah wants advice for leg wear, makeup, hair, and is open to any other advice. Notes that she started wearing during the Panini, mostly goth wardrobe, and is a longtime viewer from Germany. I don't know, this coordinate is perfect. I don't know how to... Literally, what I was gonna say was striped tights, and you're already wearing striped tights. But okay, I have an idea actually. I think that this will look really cute with rocking horseshoes, striped white and black tights, and then a Peter Pan kind of white and black lacy blouse that's more old school. I know that they're kind of hard to find in like a decent quality. I would just look for secondhand baby or bodyline blouses in this style, and then a rectangle black and white headpiece because I think this could look really cool in a sort of old school meets new school vibe where you have the elements and pieces of old school but with this print dress and this bow. I think that would be really nice, and you could do your hair in like really tight rag curls. I want to see it. I don't know what else to say other than that. That's just where my brain went immediately. This is Mar, and they want advice for how to make this coordinate look more complete. Headpieces, socks, and shoes. This coordinate would look more complete and more Lolita as if you just added a petticoat, like a big poofy petticoat. I'm not sure if you're wearing one and it's just a little bit on the smaller side, but just fluff it out and there you go. It would read perfectly Lolita. I think that this would look really cool with striped black and white socks too, with some rocking horseshoes. Pebble wants advice for arm wear, petticoat advice, feeling too plain, asked me to ignore the cat even though their cat is so cute. Why would I ignore that? They thought that it might be annoying that their cat was in every shot, but like that cat deserves to be in every shot. And they were also confused about A-line versus cupcake petticoat. So this is an A-line petticoat, it's shaped more like an A. This is a cupcake petticoat, it's more floofy and bigger. There is a video done by another YouTuber that I can't remember on the spot, but it goes into a lot more detail about this, so I definitely recommend this video if you are still confused, but you can kind of see the difference here. I would recommend some wrist cuffs. I know you mentioned that you have a bunch that are already pink and blue, but I think that it would be really great to add some red wrist cuffs or wrist cuffs with red in them to your wardrobe because they will be, I find that red is in a lot of different prints, whether the base color is, whatever the base color is, and they're very versatile to have, so I will put some on screen to recommend. I would love to see this with a big wicker hat of some sort, or a bonnet. Like I would love to see some really over-the-top headpiece with this. I think even like an arrangement with, something is playing for my computer, but I don't have time to stop it. Strawberries, or... I hope that helps. What's playing? It's playing me. Oh, the sound got turned up. Check out my Patreon for more bloopers and outtakes. So Rhys wants more pizzazz for this coordinate. They are feeling a little bit lackluster. They actually submitted 2 coordinates. They have been watching my content since Lolitas say thank you so much for your dedication. They feel like they're lacking accessories and wears mostly gothic. Okay, before I even set a timer, I just need to... Rhys, why did you submit this coordinate? This is a phenomenal coordinate, and I feel like all you need is to be hyped up. Like, this is just, you need more confidence in this this is so good. This is so smart. They took AP's this print is so popular, but on the spot, I'm forgetting the name of it. How could I? Holy Lantern? They took this like potato sack shaped dress, which that sounds like an insult, but it's not. It's a comfy, cute style. But they added this super interesting element by way of this vest, which is so smart. I've genuinely not seen this done before, and I think that it balances it so nicely. But really all they need is just to be hyped up. So please hype up all of these Lolitas in the comments. Just take some time to go through the lovelylor video hashtag and leave some nice comments for Lolitas, because it's hard on the internet. There's so much criticism and negativity that it really, like, I don't know. People just need to hear that they look good. I showed this coordinate to Holly, and what she said was, we can't really see your shoes. And she was like, maybe you could wear boots with this and go into more of kind of a military style. But I don't know about that, because I feel like the details in Holy Lantern are kind of more like cutesy, and with like the bow, I think that it balances out nicely. So I feel like whatever shoes could kind of work with this, like even Mary Jane's rocking horse shoes. I'm gonna go try to give you some advice on this one. This would look so cute if you curled your hair. I know I've said that so much throughout this episode, but like your hair would look really adorable in like tight curls, or even like tight curls but then run your fingers through them and make them like more floofy. The other thing too is that you say it lacks accessories, but I feel like with both of these coordinates, you have a really clear eye for styling, and you have put pieces with it really strategically and thought about it. And I don't know that you necessarily need to just throw on more accessories. And I feel like I'm not trying to call you out, but I'm trying to bring this up because a lot of Lolitas, myself especially too, I sometimes feel like I don't have enough accessories, because we've come to think of OTT Sweet as being like the best type of Lolita. But I think that if you are having intention with the pieces that you're using in your coordinate, you don't necessarily need to add more accessories to it, especially with this OP that is so beautiful on its own. I wouldn't get too caught up in wanting to add too many accessories to it. Maybe like one staple necklace. Is this a good video? I don't know. Is this video too chaotic? I don't know. I would love to see an update of all of these coordinates, or new coordinates that you have worn with these pieces and with my advice. My next video is going to be all of those coordinates. Lolitas who were in my previous episodes of Fixing Coords and where they are now, and their new coordinates. I'm gonna go sit down and drink even more water. If you have advice for any of those Lolitas, please leave it in the comments below, and stay